Hi everybody, it's Wynn, and welcome to another video by the Entropy System. We are still sick, so I decided that it would be topical for us to talk about what happens to us mentally when the body gets sick. Especially since this question has come up before from you guys wanting to know, does just one of us get sick? Do all of us get sick at the same time? Does it affect the headspace at all? So hopefully I'll be able to answer those questions today and give you some information that you may not have thought to ask about. So firstly, do we all get sick at the same time? No. Just the body gets sick. The individual identities don't actually get sick, and whoever is out front once the symptoms start happening is generally stuck out front. Switching is almost non-existent while we are sick, and that's because switching is a real drain on the body. Most days we can switch 4 or 5 times without any weird side effects like dizziness or headache, but when we're sick, the body has less energy and therefore less tolerance for something like that. So Jacob has taken it in place to lock whoever is in front out front until the body is well again. If there is any switching that happens, it is purely because Jacob decided it was for the best. Over this past week, Kim and I have been being switched in and out with one another as Jacob tries to see who, between her and myself, are better able to function on the low amount of energy that we have. It seems to be about a tie, but Kim is more emotional about it. Communication inside the headspace goes down quite a bit as well. It's not that it's impossible for anyone in the headspace to talk to one another, but if they are trying to reach someone outside of their headspace apartment, it takes a lot of effort. It's almost like a dark cloud has come and filled the hallways of the apartment building, making it a little spooky and treacherous to venture out and try to find someone else. And then whoever is out front generally has absolutely no way to communicate inside whatsoever. And the only reason I know what's been going on the inside is because Kim and I have been switching out, and Kim has been talking about her experience in her apartment while she's been inside. My apartment is solo, so I hang out by myself when I am inside and the body is sick. Kim, Kit, Michelle, and Karen all share an apartment together, which means that both Kim and Kit are on Karen duty. Because of our past, Karen equates being sick with receiving divine punishment of some kind, and instantly feels like we are bad and have to apologize or repent in some way in order to get better. And the longer we are sick, the more she feels frightened and frantic and wanting to make right whatever perceived wrong we may have done to deserve this. Being sick is a pretty big trigger for her, and her anxiety becomes so great that it sort of seeps out and bleeds into the rest of us, so we all start feeling anxious on her behalf as well. So Kim and Kit, while they've been in their apartment, have been teaming up together to make sure that Karen is comforted and soothed and reminded that she's a good girl, that we did nothing wrong, that sometimes the bodies just get sick, and that's okay, and we're gonna take care of each other. I have a strong feeling that this is why Kim is more emotional than I am about being sick when she's out front, because she has been handling that extra bit of work and stress more closely than I have, so I have less to carry during this time. I will say it kind of is weird and lonely being sick for this long. It's been a couple weeks now, and not having touch with the inside world and with all of my alters, it's a little isolating. So I'm already at home all day resting and trying to get healthy, and then I'm also alone in my head, and it makes for long days. Another thing that happens when you're sick is usually you have to take some sort of medicine, and so making sure that we are taking our medicine is something that we have to be on top of. Now, we have to take medication for anxiety and depression every day anyway. A symptom of DID is forgetfulness, and we can be absurdly forgetful sometimes. So what we do to keep track and kind of help one another remember that we are taking our medication on time is we will put it in our mouth, then look in the mirror and stick out our tongue with all of our pills at once on our tongue, just to like make eye contact and say, hey, everyone who's co-conscious right now, look, you see all the pills, we're taking them now, hooray. I don't have anybody to double check me like that when I'm the only one out and I have no communication inside. I'm extremely forgetful, and so I have to go through extra lengths to make sure that I'm remembering to take all my medication at the same time. So this is when I start using little divider trays and putting them in there rather than just getting them straight out of the bottle. I'll also put the bottles strategically around the house, so ones that I am supposed to take after I eat, I put in the kitchen. The ones I take when I go to bed are next to my toothbrush. So I have to be like double on top of that. The increased forgetfulness also applies to other things in our life, like scheduling, but usually when we're sick, we don't have a lot going on because we're sick, so we need to stay rested. So it doesn't always become an issue, but because we've been sick for so long, I've been having to make sure to write absolutely everything down. I usually have to write everything down anyway, but I don't have anyone else helping me keep tabs on things, so there is no one to double check my work and double check my memory. So I have alarms, I have 3 different calendars that I'm keeping up to date so I can check no matter where I am. It's a good way to sort of force myself to stay extra organized, but it's still frustrating to not have your entire brain capacity, group of collective memories working together, and instead it's just my little one isolated section, which is pretty crappy as it is. I think the main thing that I struggle with when it comes to being sick, the body being sick, is actually remembering to practice self-care. I like to push myself harder than I should a lot of the time, and I will go to work when I probably shouldn't be going to work because I'm too sick. Or I will try to overcompensate in another way because I don't want anyone to think less of me, think that I'm some sort of burden or a slacker or that I'm not good enough somehow. I have this inferiority complex that I have to work against, and being sick to me is just another hurdle to jump over. So Kim, thankfully, has a lot of a better head on her shoulders when it comes to that. So I was super not doing good at taking care of the body, and that might be part of why we've been sick for so long. But Kim came out and sort of blocked out the week and was like, okay, you know what? No, we can't do long shifts. We're gonna take this week and stay home because our doctor told us to stay home and rest, and you didn't listen. I was like, yeah, I know I didn't, but, she goes, no buts, we're gonna be healthy. So she kind of blocked out the week, made sure that we were resting, made sure that we had enough here at home to make food, even if we don't have a lot of energy. So we've got, our normal meals that don't take a lot of time, and then we have meals that take absolutely no effort, like packets of tuna and microwave dinners and things like that for if we're just feeling extra terrible. She also got bath bombs so we could take nice soaks. We've got some essential oils that she, made sure to bring up out of the closet. Kim is really owning this whole being an adult thing and doing a lot better in some cases than I am. But I do super appreciate her doing that because it needed to be done, and I didn't have the mindset that was straight enough to be able to do that. So thank you, Kim, for making sure that we put our health first. But that's how we deal with being sick, both emotionally and physically and mentally, all of that jazz, how all that works together. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I have some cool, exciting news for you guys. We, next month, are gonna start rolling out and being more active again. We miss you guys. We miss interacting with you guys. So we're gonna start up an Instagram. And we're gonna be more active on Twitter. For the most part, we've just kind of been like, hey, new video, hey, new t-shirt design, and then disappear. So we're gonna be more on Twitter. And we've got a big exciting thing coming up when we hit 30,000 followers, which we are really super close to. So look forward to that. I'm not gonna tell you guys what it is because it's a fun surprise, but know that we have something big. Also, don't forget that we have merch. We have our Teespring shop with a bunch of cool designs that Kit put together for us. If you are interested in that, a link to our Teespring is in the description below. And if you get one of the t-shirts, send us a tweet with your picture. We'll feature you in one of our videos. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and remember, you are loved, you are valuable, and you are valid. Bye. Hi everybody, it's Win. I want to give a big thank you shout out to Lily Andrews and all of our patrons for contributing to our channel and helping us do what we do on a weekly basis. If you're interested in being a patron, a link to our Patreon is in the description below. If you're interested in sending us fan mail of any kind, our P.O. box address is also in the description below. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye!